What up, YouTube? It's your boy Rob, aka Fresh Sense, coming at you again with another gaming review. So, warning alert, there will probably be spoilers for this game, but it's been out for quite some time. So, if you haven't played it by now, you probably don't want to play it. So, Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle. Now, I gotta say, the primary reason I actually started to play this game was because I got it on the Nintendo Store, like the deluxe version, which was worth like $79 for $19. And to me, that was just too good of a deal to pass up. You get all these bonus content things that in the future I might actually use, but um, I didn't really buy it for the bonus features. I bought it because this game has been out for a long time. I think since 2017, since like the first release of the Nintendo Switch, and I was very interested in it. Um, Now, my gaming history includes games like Final Fantasy Tactics Advance for the Game Boy Advance, and as well as Advance Wars, also for the Game Boy Advance. I'm a Nintendo fan, gotta admit that. And I really do enjoy those like turn-based, top-down view games that have a really good storyline. And although this wasn't the first Mario game I picked up for my Switch, I kind of knew that eventually I'd buy it when I felt the time was right. After playing Monster Hunter and trying some other games like Splatoon that I didn't really enjoy as much, I kind of went on the limb and went for it. Don't regret it at all. So the story follows an accident that occurs at the very beginning with a scientist and Beepo, who get thrusted into a game, well, into a poster of Mario because of a device that the scientist created. Um, that device, I think, is able to produce real items from things that don't exist. Anyways, when they get thrusted in the game, this item combines with another, with another game, Rabbids, and eventually the creation item fuses with the rabbit, and unintentionally, it seems, this rabbit starts to create a whole mess of things that just don't help. So then, um, you as Mario and Beepo set out on a quest to find this creative rabbit, and you have to go through four different worlds, just trying to find this thing, while at the same time, you're fighting off Bowser Jr., who also wants to keep control of Spawny, which is the name of the creative creature. And it's a fun game. I gotta say, it's definitely one of the easier games you can play for the Switch for sure. I would imagine that it's a game that younger kids could play. For sure. I didn't have any real troubles until about the third world. That's my dog. Um, and then I had a little bit more troubles in the fourth world. But for the most part, it was pretty simple. You can pretty much pick whichever character you enjoy playing to finish the game out with. You can't remove Mario from the team, which I really didn't like, because if I had the choice, I would probably have Luigi be my lead character. But I guess because it's a Mario game, you have to have Mario on the team. It also seems like you can't have all Mario based characters or all Rabbid based characters, obviously, because you can't remove Mario. But that's one of the downsides, I think, of the game, is that you can't really customize your team the way you would want to, or the way you could in other sort of tabletop top down strategy games like this. Um, Overall, though, I gotta say, especially for a game that came out really early on the Switch, the visuals are really fun. Um, the gameplay is really fun. Um, it's definitely worth the money, especially because you can get it just a standard version for like as little as $10 at times, because it's always on sale on the Nintendo Store. Um, I've never really done game ratings. I think if I did give this game a rating, I'd probably give it a 4 out of 5 or an 8 out of 10. Um, I think with the lack of actual customization of the game, um, in terms of like your team, that's really unappealing to me. And that's pretty much like my main gripe that I can think of. I do appreciate the post game content that I actually did start getting into, but I stopped once I realized that my recordings weren't recording properly, and then I ended up moving on to playing different games like Splatoon 2, which I'm just trying to struggle through. I'm also playing Cuphead now, which is just distracting me from just trying to fully 100% this game. I think I will come back to it, especially if the response of the community that I'm building here on YouTube is pretty positive. I'll go back and 100% the game and show you guys that content. I'm also considering just doing like a big supercut of the entire game that just kind of focuses on the storyline of the game. Overall, in terms of my favorite Mario games, this actually wouldn't rank that high. I think my favorite Mario game so far is Super Mario Sunshine, or maybe Super Mario 64, one of the two. But it's definitely not the worst Mario game I've ever played, for sure. I don't like games like Super Mario Maker. I mean, they're not bad, but I've never really super much. I never really enjoyed those 2D Mario platforming type games. And yeah, that's what I got for you guys. If I think of anything, I'll add it to the video. But for now, I thank you guys for watching. I thank you guys for following the series. I think it's one of my most positively received. I think this game is one of my more positively received games that I've played on my channel so far. I've only played a couple anyways, but it makes me happy. And I'm a little sad that it's ending with the last episode that I released yesterday. Either way, I thank you guys for watching. You guys have been awesome for following me on this journey. And until next time, stay fresh, people.